Can you remember the way it used to feel when you believed and made believe in fairy tales with you?
Mickey and I started out the first time many, many years ago. We've had a lot of our dreams come true.
Remember, and you can be a child again. Free to live your fantasy. It never has to end.
I felt that there should be something built, some kind of an amusement enterprise built where the parents and the children could have fun together.
It's like a dream come true. It's still inside of you. Just always remember the magic.
To all who comes to this happy place, welcome. Here age relives fond memories of the past. And here youth may savor the challenge and promise of the future.
Just always remember the magic.
On a junket. It was a trip in celebration of Disneyland.
Hi folks, just a few moments, the doors to your right will be opening. As y'all go in the theater, please keep in mind the first row is reserved for our guests traveling wheelchairs. And there's no eating, drinking, smoking, or flash photography during the performance. And the doors are just open, so everyone just head right on in.
He knew how many tourists were here every year, how much it rained all summer. He knew entirely too much about the area not to have had a reason to. No, I didn't believe him.
Well, everyone in the state is thrilled with the announcement of your purchase of some 30,000 acres. 27. 27, that's the hub. 27 on there. I don't know what they do with it. Although drawing the fence line at 27 then, located some 12 miles south of Orlando. And of course they are all excited to know just what type of attraction or what type of usage can be made at this great location. 10 years journey to Disneyland, we've learned an awful lot. And it's like anything that after you've done something, you see with the experience and all of that, what you might do if you were starting from scratch. And here, after taking a look at the land this morning, I'd say we are starting from scratch. Welcome to a little bit of Florida here in California. This is where the early planning is taking place for our so-called Disney World project. As you can see on this map, we have a perfect location in Florida, almost in the very center of the state. According to this scale, I am 6 miles tall. Now it's 12 miles from here up to here, and the whole area encompasses 27,400 acres. That is 43 square miles, twice the size of the island of Manhattan. Here in Florida, we have the blessing of size. There's enough land here to hold all the ideas and plans we could possibly imagine. It's an exciting challenge. A once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for everyone who participates. Speaking for myself and the entire Disney organization, we're ready to go right now.
We have a bulletin from Burbank, which is going to sadden the entire world. Walt Disney, the man who built an entertainment empire on a cartoon character. We'll have more details at 10:55.
junk that you may or may not have heard about recently. It's been purchased by Walt Disney World and will become part of the decor at the Polynesian Theme Hotel. Tomorrow morning it begins its journey to Orlando.
The architectural editor of New York Magazine, recommends that all of New York City's town planning work be turned over to the Walt Disney Mickey Mouse organization because they seem to be the only people in America who are able to get anything done. They built a hotel in the form of an A-frame 14 stories high. With the A-frame up, they built the rooms on the ground. The rooms finished with mirrors on the walls and light bulbs in the sockets. Cranes lifted them up and slid them into the hotel. It was finished in a fraction of the usual time. After Disney's people take over the big cities, we'll talk about bringing them to Washington. Gary?
Walt Disney World is a tribute to the philosophy and the life of Walter Elias Disney. May Walt Disney World bring joy and inspiration and new knowledge to all who come to this happy place. A magic kingdom where the young at heart of all ages can laugh and play and learn together.
Something they want to say to Disney World.
Happy 15th.
And you always were on the short side.
25th. Happy 25th anniversary, Walt Disney World.
Happy 25th anniversary, Walt Disney World.
Happy 25th anniversary, Walt Disney World.
Hi, we're Rudy and the Blowfish, and happy 25th anniversary, Walt Disney World.
Happy 25th anniversary, Walt Disney World. I'm wishing you a very, very magical 25th anniversary to Walt Disney World.
Happy 25th birthday.
I think we're the same age.
Happy 25th anniversary of Walt Disney World.
Happy 25th anniversary, Walt Disney World. You don't look a day over 10.
Boys and girls,
You can dream, you can create, design, and build the most wonderful place in the world, but it requires people to make a dream a reality.
It's been a long time, 20 years, and many happy memories since I stood not far from here and watched my father dedicate Walt Disney World. I learned many things from him and from my Uncle Walt, but I think the most important thing I learned that day 20 years ago was that you can never underestimate the power of a dream.
I only hope that we never lose sight of one thing, that it was all started by a mouse.